Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to tell you again more about the channel and about what I call Entrypoint lifestyle. See, on this channel I publish parts of my life, and because I publish various parts of my life, I always divide them into various themes, and this theme is called Entrypoint lifestyle. So I try to, when I upload videos, I always try to by the heading you would know what area they are, and also in the description to this video you will find a playlist called Entrypoint lifestyle. I think I didn't put it there yet, but it will be there eventually. So there will be a playlist Entrypoint lifestyle, and there I will publish videos which will, as the main topic, will have information how I apply Entrypoint philosophy. Now, what is Entrypoint philosophy? Entrypoint philosophy is a way how you can perceive the reality around you. I always say that you can imagine Entrypoint philosophy as these glasses, and with these glasses, with that red lens that they have, you perceive the world differently, and therefore you can get certain different information from the reality if you have the red filter, and that when you take off the glasses you can apply that extra information in your decision making. And the videos which you will find, which you can find on this side, over the first one talks about the segments, because Entrypoint philosophy, which I live by, in order to communicate it, I created this website called Entrypoint Academia, and there I describe the concept, what it's about, and basically it's about how to learn what Entrypoint philosophy is about, so how to perceive reality around you, and it's divided into segments. So the first one, if you take it from top to bottom, then the first one, segments, it talks about areas which Entrypoint Academia is divided into, but they are not just ordinary areas, but you can imagine them as a pyramid. That it talks about the first the part, which is how to perceive reality around you. It's this one, and then on that that's part number 2, which is how to perceive health. And the lectures are structured in usually 3 forms, where I try to say everything in I guess under a minute, then under 10 minutes, and then under 45 minutes. And this structure, you can practice it on yourself on this video, how I apply Plato, because there's a lot of wisdom, and a lot of that wisdom is also, you can then find it later on in the videos about the segments. And then there's a third segment that I'm currently working on, and that's about how to perceive learning. So you can look at it as accelerated learning. In the Entrypoint Academy logo, in the circle, I think I called it education, but basically it's about how to apply a skill. So that's what that's what I've been working on. So that's what these videos are. And what Entrypoint lifestyle is about is how I take these segments that I have worked on. So currently segment number 1, segment number 2, and segment number 3 I'm working on. So I will not be saying anything about it, but Entrypoint lifestyle is about me talking about how I apply Entrypoint philosophy. So currently, with regards to how I perceive reality, it's still the same. If you want to know how I perceive reality, then check out the video over here, with the number 1. Again, all the links are in the description to this video. So how I perceive reality, that hasn't changed. Nothing changed about that. But what has changed in number 2, how I perceive health. So for those of you who follow me, you know that I've been doing water fasts since 2019. And I have done 12 water fasts, and I think I fasted over 500 days. My average fast is about 50 days. The longest one was 70 days. And basically, I stopped doing water fasts. I will not I will not do them anymore. The reason I'm doing this, you will soon find out. So starting the beginning of this year, so today it's the 62nd day, and I think I've eaten about 20 days from those. So it's 62nd day, and as you can tell by me saying that I've eaten 20 days, in the beginning of the year, I told myself that I would eat every other day. And in the end, it turned out that, and I said that I would eat every other day, but it has two buts. The first one is that when I eat, I will never eat sugar, and I will not eat carbohydrates. And I can I can move the days when I eat. So if I know that on the day that I should not be eating, there will be a nice occasion to eat with friends or with the family, then I will not eat for let's say extra 1 day or 2 days, so that it turns out that the day where I have this special occasion, I can eat. And it turned out in the end, after 2 months, that I eat once every 3-4 days on average. And the reason I started was, as I explained in the past videos, that my approach is always that, I know nothing about this topic, and when I clear my mind of everything that I've known about this topic or any topic, then I can discover and understand the topic myself. And I always looked at water fasting from a point of view of a caveman. Now, I don't want to go into details why. You can all find it in the video, How to Perceive Health, the top one, number 2. And so as a caveman, and then I realized that a caveman never starved for 2 months, because cavemen could always, eat grass and stuff like that. So I decided, because my approach is that I want to be as close to the caveman way of living, or I want to apply the caveman way of living as much as possible. And when I say possible, I mean as much as socially possible in the 21st century. So I thought to myself, I will, the caveman, he always has to be ready to eat, because he never knows when he's going to catch something. And he's always hungry because, as I read in this very, very, very amazing book, the number one reason why humans died, and not only humans, but everything before humans and also along humans, was that they died of starvation. They were not able to catch food. So the caveman obviously was always ready to digest. So he couldn't not eat for 2 months. Second, he was not overeating, which, by the way, is a huge mistake of all the people who do keto diet. The calories and everything that they do, it's calculated based on the standards, which are based on the glucose metabolism. So in reality, keto diet is great, but you shouldn't eat it as much, because I realized that not only I eat every 4 days, but the day I eat, I usually don't even eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And usually I just eat one meal, and I'm completely fine. And so from a point of view of a caveman, that's how I look at it, and that's what I try to emulate. So I eat every other or every second or every third or every fourth or even every fifth day, depends on how I feel. Now, another thing that started happening, well, many things started happening. So one thing that started happening is that I don't have to sleep as much. Now, during water fasting, or during the 12 water fasts that I did, I also did not have to sleep as much. But now the difference is that I do have a lot of energy. So what happens is that I wake up, I used to wake up at 4, I think, or 4:30. And now it happens to me quite a bit that I wake up at 2:30. I wake up at 2:30 in the morning. Then I work from 9, let's say till 6. And then I go to bed at around midnight, sometimes 1, sometimes 11, and I wake up at 2:30. Now, before I tell you how I use that extra time, there is one thing that I added into my routine, and that is, I'm 47, and sometimes what happens to me is that I have a back pain. And I know that the back pain is from the back muscles being weak. So, sometimes it hurts, and then for a week it hurts, and then goes away. And it used to happen every now and then. So I decided that I was going to work out every day. And I was going to work out every day, and I've been working out for about 3 weeks. Now, when I say workout or working out, I really used to work out in the past. That was because I used to be a competitive swimmer, so I would swim 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, Monday to Friday. On Saturday, I would swim for 3 hours, and Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I would do weights during lunch. I was in high school. And when I finished high school, immediately I work professionally as a lifeguard. So every day I spend 2 hours in the gym. Every day, because I didn't use public transit, so I had to rollerblade for about 2 hours. I would swim for about an hour. So I think I know how much resistance and work my muscles have to do in order to develop them. And if you check my YouTube profile, you see some pictures I showed when I was working out a bit few years ago, what I looked like. And I also recall how much resistance I had to push and pull in order to have muscle development such that you can see in the photo. And so working out at home, now when I say working out, I mean doing like few push-ups and sit-ups. I always consider it as being inferior and useless because it will not do anything. But about 3 weeks ago, I decided that every day I would do a little simple routine, which I designed for myself. And the whole routine, if I think without taking any breaks, takes about 15 minutes. So I started working out, and I'll tell you the results shortly. So again, I eat every 4 days. When I eat, I only eat meat and green vegetables, and eggs and mayonnaise. And I drink coffee with stevia, and I also drink sugar-free Pepsi lemon lime flavored. Yeah, that's all I eat. And I also started working out. I also wake up early in the morning, and the extra hours that I have, I use them for practicing the accelerated learning techniques, which I will be publishing in segment 3. So, and I will be also informing you more about it, because if you, and I always talked about it in the past, if you have extra 4 hours a day, now I don't want to, it's too late to do complicated math, but it's almost like you're having an extra work week in a month or 2 weeks in a month. Now imagine that this will eventually show something. And it actually started showing in my life. And one way where it showed in a almost to me like a magical way was an interview that was published last week or 2 weeks ago. And it was a very nice story. I already talked about it. It was published by Chris James. And it was very nice because it, again, many of you contacted me, and it's very nice to hear that there are people out there who might be perceiving the world the way I do. And when I say the way I do, that you actually think about things and you wonder why things that people tell you are given, you feel that they are not given. Yeah, so that was the interview. Also, check out my Instagram profile, where I started posting photos of me working out, because I'm surprised how the muscles are growing. Now, I want to apologize if you were offended by this photo, but if you take aside that it's me and that it might look inappropriate, it's very interesting. And I think that it's because I eat every 4 days only, that the body, it's actually easier for the body to regenerate. And I think one of the reasons is, I don't know if you know this, but digesting food takes about 40% of your energy. So if you don't eat, what's happening with this extra energy? And I think then it's much easier for the body to rebuild. And I'm really curious where this is going to go. And also another thing I started, and check out my Instagram profile. Again, the link is in the description to this video. And then I also started a Twitter, like this Twitter communication, where in the mornings, I also I go to my YouTube premium channel and account, and I watch news on YouTube. I have various channels that I trust. Over the years, I trust the people, and I like their content, so I watch it. And you can actually see it here in the preview. I was watching an interview between Lex Fridman and Tucker Carlson, and there was a very funny moment with regards to AI, where the way Lex reacted to Tucker's diss of AI was very funny. So I recorded it. I would just send it to my son, but then I decided, hey, it might be fun to start putting these things on Twitter, because it's happening to me many times that I see something and I think to myself, oh my God, is this possible? And I record it and I send it to, for example, to my son, and then we talk about it or laugh at it. Sometimes I send it to my mom. Yeah, so check it out. And I'm really happy that everything is going the way it is, because it's confirming to me that the way I'm approaching and applying Entrypoint philosophy in my life is really working. And if it's working for me, or some guy from the Czech Republic, it will definitely work for you. And what you can look forward to is that, aside from me, aside from Entrypoint lifestyle and me publishing on my Instagram and like Instagram, the way my body is transforming and not eating every other day, I am working on, as I said, on the third segment, which is how to perceive learning. And that means that already I have discovered very interesting techniques. For example, how to activate photo memory. Yeah. So I will be, I hope in few weeks, I will be publishing that. And also, and hopefully tomorrow, tomorrow I will be publishing, because the video, which I was I'm really humble and I'm happy about it, that the video has about 400 comments. So what I'm planning on doing is turning, like live streaming me, that in one of these windows you would always see a comment, and from the interview, and I would respond to the comment. So, and I will be doing this live, so this will be coming out soon, because I think if someone listened to aside from Chris, if someone were to listen to me talking for an hour and then they wrote a comment, then I think they deserve a reply. So I will try to reply, and I'm really looking forward to it, because I have done a lot of these streams and videos on my Czech Facebook profile, and the comments that I have there, for example, I did a stream about me water fasting, how it's beneficial, and when I streamed this, the comments on my Facebook page were that people were going to report me to the police, that I talk about how to hurt yourself, because it's not normal not to eat and drink water only. Also, what I forgot to tell you, that what I was hoping for when I was starting in the beginning of the year to do this fasting and eating cycle, that I realized, well, I was hoping for having the same benefits as when I fast, because one of the main reasons why I did water fasting was that I wanted to experience the state of flow. Again, I don't want to get into what flow is. You can find it in in both of these segments videos. I'm sure I talk about it. And I was hoping that I would have the benefits, and I can tell you that the benefits are even more intense, because you still have the energy from the occasional food that you have. So yes, I do in a great state of mind. And how do I know that? Well, aside from the video, the experiments that I've done, how the brain works differently, and you can also find it on my channel, I can see how I'm extremely productive at my work. And the work that I do is that I work as a marketing director in an IT company. So I have to deal with representatives of big companies such as Dell, Lenovo, HP, like all these big manufacturers of IT hardware. And yeah, it's really working. So I wanted to tell you that the benefits are just like fasting. So now I would never recommend fasting, but I would recommend applying this Entrypoint lifestyle. And I can even say that a simple way of looking at it is that I am convinced that till the end of my life, I will live in this following way, which is that I am actually always fasting. I am always fasting. And every now and then, I just grab something to eat. Where in the past, I would live that I'm always eating, that's normal. And every now and then, for a couple of days, I don't eat. So now I switch into a different mode, which is I'm always fasting. And every now and then, I eat. And every day, I do a simple 15-minute push-up routine and pull-up routine and ab routine and shoulder routine, and the muscles are growing like crazy. So I don't understand what's happening. And what's even more sad is that obviously people around me who are paid to study health and to give us tips and tricks and medicaments obviously don't know anything about health as well. Yeah, so this is it. Again, thank you for your support. If you have any questions, all the contact information you can find in the description to this video. Feel free to contact me. I love when I can talk to you, because it makes me feel that I'm not alone on this planet. If I'm not alone on this planet, that means that there is hope that maybe future might be brighter. So take care and enjoy life. Bye-bye.